Let's go. It's cool. It's fun. What a cool workout. Thanks, guys. Man, I even got my bit of workout in.
That was very cool. You were very swift.
I'm telling you, very swift. Okay, so let's get on with it. Now, today marks National Soup Day. For most of us, soup and cold weather goes hand in hand to help keep the cold at bay. But unfortunately, this luxury does not fall to the majority of South Africans, and millions in our country won't be enjoying such a warm and hearty meal in the biting cold. Now, this is why the National Soup Day campaign was started in 2011, which is a Food Bank SA initiative in order to increase the awareness of those suffering from malnutrition and hunger in South Africa. And you can, of course, read more about National Soup Day on www.foodbank.org as well as nationalsoupday.co.za. Now, being at National Soup Day, we are going to be making a very interesting biltong and blue cheese soup just after the break. But before we get there, we are going to give you a few simple soup tips and basics, and that is where Zola, you come in, because, you know, I don't really know much about soup.
Well, soup is
make it.
as simple as it gets.
Okay.
The three basic equipment you need for soup is a pot, because you need to cook it in something.
All right.
You need a stove, but this can be as primitive as a fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A fire that you can put a pot onto and cook with.
You know what? That'd be cool. Cook a soup on a fire.
Exactly, on the braai. Fab.
Yeah.
Okay, and then a wooden spoon, because you need to stir stuff with, right?
Okay, so those are your basic utensils.
Basic utensils. I mean,
Right.
you can have a blender, because some people like smooth soup, but it's not necessary. Chunks are good, you know, we like a bit of texture. Okay, now in terms of ingredients, here are the basics. You need mirepoix, that's a French word.
Mirepoix.
It's a flavor, it's like a flavor basics.
Okay.
In Italy, they call it the Holy Trinity.
Okay.
So it's the three basic
The
flavor
Holy
components.
Trinity, okay.
Exactly. So onions, carrots, and celery, and you can use either one of these or a combination of these.
Okay, so you don't have to use all of them.
You don't even have to use any of them, but they supply so much flavor that it's great to use them as a base.
Cool.
Okay. Then you need stock.
Okay.
So depending on what soup you're making, vegetable stock, chicken stock, beef stock, and of course now Knorr's made them so easy, so you just buy the stock pot.
Exactly, very cool
Pop
soup,
it in, and
very cool soup.
exactly, and some water. Then you need the flavor that you're going to make the soup with.
All right.
So if you're going to make beef soup, you need beef. If
Yeah.
you're going to make garlic soup, you need garlic. Like we're going to make a soup later on with blue cheese and biltong. That's our flavor. I mean, you can go as simple as something like lentils, butternut, anything that you want to flavor your soup with.
All right,
So that's the
pretty easy.
basics.
So that's how we call it, the basic building blocks
Exactly.
of soup.
Exactly.
All right, awesome, awesome. So we're going to be making that biltong and blue cheese just a little bit later, so stay tuned. But we want to know from you at home, what do you do at home to make your soups interesting? Let us know on our Facebook page, Espresso Morning Show SABC3. We would love to have a read. So stay tuned after the break. That's soup coming up.
Great ingredients, served piping hot. A perfect combination, like you and Pick n Pay.
And we're back in our espresso kitchen this morning with Zola. You are working very hard today.
I
hey?
am. You guys put me to
No
work today.
longer behind the scenes. The girl is in the kitchen. Of course, Zola prepares all of our stuff pre-prepared, and then we look amazing by the time it's ready to come out. But what are we making today?
Okay, we're making one of the viewers wrote in onto our Facebook, and they gave us this amazing soup, so we picked it because it's so patriotic. I mean,
Yay.
what's more South African than biltong?
It doesn't
So we're
get
doing
more...
a biltong and blue cheese soup.
Wonderful.
Yeah?
We have a caller on the line. Tiens, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
Tiens, this is your recipes. Thank you so much for sending it to us.
It's a pleasure.
How did it come about?
I once was used to make it at a hotel evening at school.
Yeah.
It was about 6 years back.
Wonderful.
It is, it's great. It's a very interesting soup. I've never tried it myself.
Okay.
But yeah, it sounds great. So.
Well, Tiens, we're going to be making it right now, so we hope we do it justice. Let us know, okay?
yeah, I will let you know what you think too.
Okay, awesome. So what do we need
Okay, so
for the
I've got
recipe?
in here, I've got some butter melting, okay? Then we add a bit of flour. So Tiens's soup is different from like your ordinary soup. It starts with flour and butter, which we call a roux, as a thickener.
Okay.
Right? So he doesn't use any of those aromatics we were talking about, the mirepoix, but this is just as good as a flavor base. I mean, what tastes better than butter anyway? Okay?
That's true.
So you want to whisk your flour and your butter. So we've added the flour in there.
Added the flour already.
Exactly. Then you grab some hot water, and you pour the water in while you whisk, because you don't want to form lumps, right?
Yes.
So you can see already it starts thickening as soon as you add the water in. So you do that until you get a soup base that looks something like that.
That's smooth and creamy and non-lumpy.
Exactly. Cool. Right. So this is where we are now. Then to this we add some milk.
Okay.
Because it's like a cream-based soup.
Ooh, delicious.
So a bit of milk in there.
Perfect for winter, hey?
Delicious.
Comfort food right there.
So comforting, so delicious. And at this stage, you add all your flavor components.
Okay.
So we got some biltong
Biltong,
powder.
Nice.
And it goes. Give it a whisk.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Yep. We got some sweet milk cheese.
Wow. It's just getting better and better and better.
I don't know.
Tiens, are you still with us?
Yes,
Who liked it for you? Are we doing the right thing here?
yes. Everything is perfect.
Yay, Gazella!
Okay, good. Okay.
Tiens, don't go anywhere. We need your final opinion.
Yes. Okay. Then the blue cheese, which is another delicious flavor component for the soup.
Awesome.
Of course, we need our stock.
Yes.
So you're gonna open
I'll
that.
help you.
And then Tiens has a sneaky in his soup, which is fantastic flavor. It's a bit of port.
What is it?
Port?
Port.
Yeah.
It's
Tiens,
port, yes.
sneaky. Wow. How did you decide to add port to your soup?
It's just giving it a nice taste of the cheese and
Okay, so once we got the stock, then
There we
we're
go.
pretty much ready to go. So then you simmer this for 5 minutes because you want the flour to cook
Yeah,
out. You don't
yeah.
want like a floury
Yeah.
tasting soup. And that's pretty much it. That's as easy as it is.
Quick, easy, delicious.
Easy.
Tiens, what are you thinking? Are you happy so far?
yes, I'm happy.
Let's dish
Tiens
some
is
up
very chilled so early in the morning.
so we can taste and tell Tiens exactly what we think of his
There we go.
soup.
And if you would like the recipe for this biltong and blue cheese soup, all you need to do is SMS the word biltong to 33728 and we will send it directly to your mobile phone and you could very well be enjoying this soup for supper tonight. Delicious comfort food, perfect for winter, and of course a little bit of biltong and blue cheese garnishing on the top. Kan 'n mens proe dit?
Please.
Wonderful. Tiens, are you there? I'm tasting your
Yes.
soup. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
I also want to taste this.
Wow, absolutely incredible. And it's got little chunky bits in there as well.
It's so
Tiens?
meaty.
Yes.
Well done. We love your soup. I can't wait till all of us get into this because, of course, you know what happens at the end of the show. The crew just gangs up on this kitchen. But thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
all
sending
much
your
enjoyed.
recipe to us as well.
Thank you. All much
Thank-
enjoyed.
You too. Thanks, Tiens. And we want to know from you on our Facebook page, what are some interesting flavors of soup that you've made? So please let us know. And who knows? Hey, we could be talking about your soup very, very soon. It's time to go over to Ewan and Grant Hines as we find out what's coming up next in the show.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.